Hi all, this is Master Munch and welcome to the second developer diary for the last Airbender remastered mod from Rome Remastered that brings the Avatar world to the Total War universe. And in this second development diary, it won't be as long as the first, because the first I showcased some other stuff that had needed to be shown, as such the settlements. This is the progression that has been made since the last development update, which the modder is still very much working on and really went at it, and that's why this development update so soon. They won't be in a regular date. It's gonna be once a month. It's gonna be when the modder has enough time to do progress and to complete enough updates that it's worth mentioning, which has happened in the past 2 weeks, I believe. And once again, this is a one-man mod, and if you guys like Total War, if you guys are a fan of the Avatar show and have modding experience, do join the Discord, which the link in the description of the video, and send him a message in case you want to help, because it is amazing. The modder is doing a fantastic job, and I'm here to showcase the amazing job that he is doing. Now, this second developer diary is mostly visual, so there's a lot of units that have been upgraded, and the Bender system has been changed with the stats and some other little bits and bobs that I will showcase. The first thing I want to show is the unit cards, with the unit models have been upgraded in a lot of cases. So we're just gonna go to whatever and get here in the Fire Nation first, and you can see that the Firebenders have a different style and have already been upgraded, but for the Fire Nation, that is the only unit that has been so far. Arrow has been updated, Zhao and Zuko in the actual units, not the UI, but here you go, the Firebenders. And now we're gonna go to the Earth Kingdom, which you can see the Earthbender model and card has also been updated, and that's the only one for here. The Kingdom of Mashu, you can see the warriors of Kyoshi, and the Earthbenders, as you can see, the quality is stark. If you guys want to see how it was previously, just go to my overview video, and that's all shown there. And now for the big one, the Southern Water Tribe, which has almost been completely done. The only thing missing is the Swamp Benders, which is not necessarily a unit that they start with. So the tribal warriors have been reworked in model wise, not any stats as far as I'm aware, as the warrior band, warriors of Kyoshi, chosen warriors, the tribal spearmen, the Valkyries of Kyoshi, the spear band, chosen spearmen, the javelin men, the waterbenders, the top Bayfong guards, and all the characters. Each character has their own unique model, which has been upgraded, which I will showcase, as well as the units. Even like Toph has Bayfong guards, Katara and Aang have the new waterbenders, and all of that. And if we go to the Northern Water Tribe, Paco has also been upgraded, but the Water Tribe Masters have not been upgraded as of yet, neither have the specific units for the Northern Water Tribe. So this is how things are right now. So the next stage, I've just showcased the Southern Water Tribe units and all the other ones once again, and after I will explain, or during, the new reworked Bender stats. And here we are, ladies and gents, with the Southern Water Tribe roster, beginning with Hakoda, the tribe leader, and you can see the new model, even with the sergeant right here. Very cool indeed, completely updated for Rome Remastered, with the chosen warriors right here, the more offensive variant with the clubs and the machete kind of weapon. Very cool indeed. Next to it we have Sokka with the, I believe, the warrior warband that he has. I've already showed the models for Sokka, but here it is with the new warrior warband models. Next we have Toph Bayfong with the new Bayfong guard model, which is the Earthbenders with the white variant, which looks amazing. I absolutely love this model with Toph right here. It looks incredibly nice, and you can clearly differentiate them from the normal Earthbenders. Then you have Katara right here with the new Waterbender models that we're going to showcase individually, but here's Katara. as you guys can see. Look at that. These are the models. And you also have Ang with the same waterbender models right here. Then you have Suki with the new Valkyries of Kyoshi model, because Suki has them as their bodyguard units. And look here, Suki, super cool with a double fan. Eventually there's plans to add new units, but one thing at a time, ladies and gents. And these are the characters. As you guys can see, all the characters from the Southern Water Tribe have been upgraded, and as you guys can see, the unit cards here are all upgraded as well. So let's check for the tribal warriors right here. I'm not showing the stats because the stats for the normal units have not changed. What have changed is only the Bender stats, which I will showcase and explain everything in just a second. So these are the new tribal warriors right here. Then we have the tribal spearmen. You guys can see that the model is shared between a couple units. And again, if you have modding experience like Avatar, and Total War Games, do contact the modder. He is looking for help and other passionate people that love the mod and the game. So let's see the Javelin Man, same thing, right? But with javelins, very cool. You can see like the bone, so it's very, such attention to detail, ladies and gents. And the Warrior Warband here, but these are actually the unit and not Sokka's one. Which you can see, very cool detail as he paints his face in the beginning of the first or the second episode. Spear Warband, the melee defensive variant with the very cool spears that the Water Tribe has. And then the Chosen Spearmen right here. Them go with the shields, spear variant.
Infantry.
Chosen Warriors.
Missiles.
The Waterbenders. And
Missiles.
the Bayphone Guard. Look at that. And then we are fighting against the Firebenders right here, which are getting completely wrecked by all of our units. Which kinda, I will showcase again, but if Toph fires, as you guys can see, you do have projectile like dirt and now firing, and when it hits the floor you do see the projects hitting. The modder has updated the Earthbender models, which the Earthbender projectile models, which I will showcase in the next part of the video.
We need fight no more.
So
the
no
enemy
fight
are in
no
full
more.
flight, and the victory
In a sec I'll
is
showcase
yours.
that. So see you guys in a little bit. So before we go in and see the visual changes for the projectiles for the Earthbenders, let's just go over the new revamp for the Bender units, shall we? So the biggest change and update has been that all the Bender units have been changed and tweaked somewhat in their stats. The Earthbenders have the longest range, the Waterbenders are the medium, and the Firebenders have the shortest, and as the same with angles that the units can fire. So let's cover them now. The Earthbenders have the longest range, as I just mentioned, with 130 range, and they can fire up to 50 degrees, which means they can fire easily over more obstacles and walls and things in that genre. This is to offset and balance the fact that the projectiles for the Earthbenders are the least accurate and the weakest in a sense, because they are the least accurate, which also all benders are more accurate now. The modder also did a little revamp on that, but it didn't change the fact overall that the Earthbender models were the least accurate. So to offset that, the Earthbenders now have the longest range and they can fire with the biggest angle. And even inside Earthbenders, you can see that the Earthbenders have 130, the Earthbender levies have 130 missile range, as well as the Royal Earthbender. The same thing goes for the guards of Omashu, 130, and even Boomin. So that hasn't changed, even with the Sandbenders, right? What has changed is that the Dai Li now have 115 range, and this is because the Dai Li, as the Firebenders, utilize the arrow animation but with their fists, their earth fists. So they were a lot more accurate and deadly than the other Earthbenders, even more so than certain Firebenders. So to offset that, they have the missile range of 15. But I do believe the Dai Li have their angle of 50. I don't think that has changed, but I might be wrong on that. So forgive me if I'm wrong. Now, the next change that I'm going to showcase obviously is the waterbenders. Both have 120, but the waterbender masters might have more. They're still up to decision for the modder. But now the waterbenders have a range of 120, a bit less than the earthbenders, and they can fire up to the degree of 40 degrees, not 50, 40. So they don't have that big of a range. No, sorry, they don't have that big of an angle to fire. And last go the firebenders, now with 105 range and can only fire for over to up to 30 degrees. So it's much harder for firebenders to fire over walls and that type of thing. They can still do it, but you need to stay a bit further away, and because their range is shorter, that's a problem. And this was to offset the fact that if you guys been seeing the old 1v1s, you've seen that the firebenders were way too powerful because they had the same range and they used the fire arrow animation, which was incredibly accurate and deadly. That hasn't changed. They're still incredibly deadly and accurate, but now they have shorter range to offset that. The other stat change that the modder has done so far is with the archers. Now the normal archers, the mercenary marksmen, the only archer unit that the Earth Kingdom has, the water nation doesn't have any as of yet, has a range of 150 now. So they can fire further than any bender. And to really showcase their elite status, the Yuyan archers, which still has not been updated the model, but they have changed. Now they have the longest range in the game with 170 meters. So these are all the changes for the stats in the mod. What I'll showcase now is the change in projectiles for the Earthbenders. See you guys in a little bit. Here we are, ladies and gents, on the map with the 4 bender units that the Earth Kingdom can have. The Dai Li, the Earthbenders with the new updated models, as you guys can see right here. Incredibly cool. Essentially the Bayfong Guard, but with different color scheme, which is exactly what they are. Very, very cool. The Royal Earthbenders, as you guys can see, and the Earthbender levies in a second, which all will be upgraded in due time with the stats as you guys can see. All of them 130, bar the Dai Li with shorter range represented right there. And we're just send them against the Firebenders right there, which you guys can see the stats, 150, the upgraded models. As you guys can see, incredibly cool. The Sergeant still needs to be updated, but that is in progress. And on the other side is Paku with the Waterbender Masters with 120 range. So hopefully we'll see all the different ranges, and Paku is already being upgraded as the Sergeant, so you guys can see the difference in models quite clearly between Rome Remastered and normal Rome eventually when they are completely upgraded. Now let's just wait until the Firebenders get into range. We'll put you two like right so, and we'll put you two like so, and see what happens. Now we'll see them getting fired very shortly, because we do have, there you go, as you guys can see, those are the animations of the Earthbenders, and these are the unchanged so far of the Dai Li. They have the little, as you guys can see, and from the other side we can see the difference between the Earthbender levies, which are just the normal rocks, as you guys can see, like kind of more a rounded rock and a more square rock, which is the Royal Earthbender. Round for the Earthbender levies, as you guys can see. The Royal Firebenders have the square ones.
The enemy general flees like a frightened child.
As you guys can see there.
And
the
break
Dai
the
Li,
will of his followers.
there you go. The Dai Li have the little small ones, and the normal Earthbender have the big round ones as the symbol suggests. So those are the changes in animations, as you guys can see. All Earthbender units have different ones, which makes a lot easier in the battle map to see the differences. So if you see round ones, normal ones, rocks, the Earthbender levies firing. If you see normal round ones as in the symbol of the Earth Kingdom flag, it's normal Earthbenders. If you see square ones, it's most likely the Royal Earthbenders, and if you see small rocks is the Dai Li. And one thing I did forget to mention was that in the campaign now another big thing has been changed, which is the pirates. No longer are the AI, the pirates, the rebel faction, going to spam ridiculously amount of ships and fleets and block your access to the sea, which has been a problem so far, so that has been addressed. I'll just repeat myself just to be clear. Now you're still gonna have pirate fleets from the AI in the beginning, as there's still a lot of territories that are AI controlled. What it won't happen is just you see in an end turn 5 full fleets get near your small one vessel fleet and kill all your army whilst you're trying to get into island to island. That has been fixed. It might have still be revamped in the future, but now you don't need to stress so much in the water. So anyone playing the Water Tribes, the Fire Nation, will be a lot happier for that. Alright, ladies and gents, so let's have a quick summary before I leave the mod in the game and show you the roadmap which the modder wishes me to tell you guys about. So the first thing, all the bender stats have been reworked, updated and revamped. Earthbenders have the longest range at 130 now. The Dai Li have 115 and they can fire all Earthbenders fire up to 50 degrees. Again, the Dai Li might be different, but we will be corrected if I'm wrong. I'll write in the comments if I am mistaken. So Earthbenders fire 130 meters and up to 50 degree angle. Waterbenders 120 meters up to 40 degree angle, and Firebenders and Royal Firebenders 105 meter range with 30 degree angle. Well, now one thing I didn't showcase is the Swamp Benders do have a range of 125 degrees, so they have 5 meters more than the normal Waterbenders, and they still fire with 40 degree angle. The Mercenary Marksman of the Earth Kingdom has now has 150 range, and the Yuyan Archer with the longest range in the game of 170. I'll showcase all the new unit models as well as the projectile changes in the game. So now I'll showcase quickly the roadmap that the modder wishes me to show you guys. Before I forget, I also want to showcase in the ModDB, which will also be in the description of the video, the written development update from the modder himself. If you guys want to have a read, you can see all the things that I've showed you guys in the video. It's all here ready to be played and ready to be explored and enjoyed, ladies and gents. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. And one thing I did forget, sorry, just to revamp on the summary, the pirate ships issue has been mostly, if not completely, resolved. You won't have to worry about 10 full stack fleets of pirates hunting your one vessel any longer. And now we are here on the Discord page. I will once again leave a link to it in the video. In all description of the Avatar Total War videos, there is the link for Discord if you guys want to check that out. Now here we are in the roadmap, just so you guys can have a better idea. No, it's already open. But there you go. He is working on the wonders, the strap models, the traits, the auxiliaries, and all of that jazz. And everything has been slowly being upgraded and updated to the ROM Remastered level. And there are a lot of future plans, and people continuously give ideas and suggestions and also help out with testing. If you guys want to join that, join the Discord and become part of this amazing group. So thank you very much for watching this second developer diary. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you guys next time.